Good morning, Tristan White here. Welcome to Thursdays with TW. Yes, my name's Tristan White. I believe the world needs more great places to work, and I believe the way we can create more great places to work is to help more leaders and more team members to understand the importance of making work more real, more connected, more human, if you will. I've been running a Think Big, Act Small in August series for all of August, 8:45 a.m. till 9 a.m. Every workday in August, and in September I'm going to continue on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll find me here on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn and Twitter. The really best experience is on YouTube if you're interested to head on over there. But wherever you find me is A-OK. Jeffrey is here. Hello, Jeffrey. Nice to see you. Good morning to you. Hope all is very well. Let me just fix that comment there. I reckon we'll just move that down just a little bit, Jeffrey. That's a better spot for it. Excellent. Jeffrey, how are things? How's your Thursday morning? Beautiful sunny morning where I am in Foster, Victoria. I reckon you're in Melbourne. Hopefully there's a bit of sunshine there for you. We do have some more longer COVID lockdowns happening in Victoria than was updated yesterday, so it is what it is. But I hope whatever happens, you're well and able to find a smile this morning, Jeffrey. So thanks for being here. If you are here with me, please say hello. Please say good day in the comments. I'd love to know you're here. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from, including Carmel. G'day, Carmel. Nice to see you coming to us from Perth, Western Australia, and Perth is hopefully pretty free of both COVID and pretty free of restrictions, and you're having a bit of fun over there with a bit of luck, Carmel, so thank you very much. This morning, blowing a gale, actually, there you go, blowing a gale, says Carmel. Yeah, it's pretty windy here too, actually, pretty windy at this end too. Jeffrey, Melbourne, I reckon's got a bit of wind blowing this morning as well, I reckon. Anyway, look, thank you, firstly, Jeffrey. Thank you to others who came to last night's live stream, a rehearsal for a Culture is Everything presentation I'm doing later on this afternoon. Actually, I'm doing the presentation to a group of entrepreneurs in Durban, South Africa. It'll be afternoon for me, it'll be morning for them, and we're working through the Culture is Everything system, and that is the four fundamentals of creating a great place to work. Ultimately, to create a space that is a freedom within boundaries environment for people to know how to bring their full self to work, to enjoy it, to be connected, and to realize that work's such an important part of our lives. But work is work. We need to find a way to make it sustainable. We need to make it purposeful, and the Culture is Everything system, in my experience, is a way to create that space. So that's happening in Savo. Thanks for coming, people who came last night. But something interesting happened for me during these Think Big, Act Small in August series that we've been working through, and also as a result of the longer presentation that I had last night. And as I reach for something here, one second, what I did want to say is that there's something that's important to me that I've just discovered, and that is that I reckon, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jeffrey, I'm interested in your thoughts on this, Carmel, your thoughts, anyone else is here live or on the replay. I reckon that consistency in anything we do, if we do it over and over again, helps to bring clarity. It helps to bring clearness. We understand things in a deeper way when we do things over and over again. And when we got to that point of clarity, which has come from the consistency, it helps us to build confidence. It helps us to feel like we're in control, we know what we're doing, and we can got the fundamentals in place, and therefore we can take things to the next level and progress and improve. And so from going through the Think Big, Act Small in August series and also the presentation last night, this consistency of communication, consistency of preparation, consistency of communication has really helped me get clarity on the Culture is Everything system, and even greater depth of clarity for me. And Jeffrey, you saw me present last night the idea of a family home with a single fronted home with a floor, 2 walls, and a peaked roof, representing the team or the family environment that we're looking to create in a strong team culture. It's a high-performing family. Don't get me wrong. It's not a family where we look the other way when things go wrong. It's a high-performing, connected, and aligned family. But the home with the purpose at the bottom, the values on the side, and the vision being the peaked roof, where we can create a freedom within boundaries environment for our team members to enjoy the space inside said house. By communicating that more and by drawing that for you on screen last night, it really helped me with some more clarity around that model and that story and the way to describe things. And so the consistency from me of presenting, and then the way I've been doing it for a long period of time and getting more and more clear and more clarity helps them with my confidence to be able to present it, to draw it. I'm not a very good drawer, but I had a go at drawing it last night, and I think it works reasonably well. And so that's sort of my learning from the last few days, I suppose. And so, Jeffrey, I can see that that you've said absolutely. You hear and understand or align with that idea that consistency brings clarity and ultimately brings us to a level of confidence. And maybe from that level of confidence, we can move on to a higher level of competence, which is ultimately what we're trying to achieve as leaders of our teams, as people in generally. Carmel writes, consistency is so important in all things, even for my furry patients. Yes, Carmel, who worked with animals, is that is absolutely true. So my question for you this morning, Jeffrey, and use Carmel as well, and anyone who'd like to get involved is, what's an area of your life where you are really consistent? What's an area of your life where you've been consistent for probably a long period of time, and as a result, you've got real clarity as to what works and what doesn't work in that part of your life, and you feel confident that that even if you get thrown a bit, you can really make that work in that on that part of your life. That's the question for today. So, what part of your life are you really consistent in, and what part of your life has that helped you to build clarity and consistency? Is the first question. So feel free to type away. I'd love to hear what you're saying. If you're here live or on the replay, please do have a think about this. You don't have to type in the comments. You could simply think big, consider the idea, act small, what you can do about it, and get on with your day. Or if you want to send me an email, tristan@tristanwhite.com.au is the best place to get me, tristan@tristanwhite.com.au. Now, that is the first question. Carmel writes here, I think what you drew helps to crystallize the idea. Yeah, Carmel, this is interesting because I tend to agree with you here. And what I mean by that is that my mind and all of our brains move at a pace a hell of a lot faster than we can either write or we can draw things, or even what we can talk. We can say things. Our brain moves much faster. So I'm a big journaler. I like to journal things. I usually write journaling in words, like writing my thoughts onto paper really helps me to get clarity. And when I've got consistency with journaling, it helps with the clarity of my thoughts, and therefore gives me confidence to get on with my day and my work and my life the way I'd like to do it. So yeah, that's an interesting point. The drawing is a version of that, that's for sure. Now, Carmel writes, I'm always consistent now with my physical exercise. It's taken a few years though. Yeah, Carmel, I've noticed that. I know that you have been very consistent riding your bike, getting up early, doing your physical activity, which is really impressive. Me too. I've done better at that in recent times. I've had boom times of physical exercise, and I've had bust times where I've really not focused on my physical health. But you have been focusing on that, and it's really, really, really impressive, Carmel. So I'm always consistent now with my physical exercise. Carmel, I'm interested to know how that consistency with your exercise has impacted your confidence and or competence with your life and other parts of your life, because I think these are building blocks of us being the best people, the best mums, dads, partners, friends, workers, team leaders, all those type of things. Consistency builds clarity and builds confidence is the idea. Now, Jeffrey writes, I have consistency in practicing as an osteo. Hang on, why is that not on the screen for us? There we go. I have consistency in practicing as an osteo. On top of that, over the last 3 years via coaching, are bolting on bit by bit more action steps in order to improve. So consistency and competency from that consistency, I think you're saying there, Jeffrey, as an osteopath. But then consistently working and being coached and being involved in the coaching process, helping you with clarity, which is then improving that competence and confidence. I think that's what you're saying there, Jeffrey. Good example. I like that. And Jeffrey, I think I know you're involved in BMX as well, BMX racing, and I suspect that there's a real carryover to the importance of consistency of training, which helps with the clarity of what's needed on race day under stress conditions, and the confidence that we can get from that. So that was the first question that I wanted to ask you. And the second one I wanted to ask you is, what area of your life is not so consistent? What area could you be more focused on, therefore, to get more consistency, which will help you with clarity and confidence as you move forward on that is the next question. So feel free, if you've got something in mind that you know, oh yeah, I'm not doing that so well, I reckon I can do better at being more consistent at that part of your life, feel free, share it in the comments if you like to. Send me an email, tristan@tristanwhite.com.au, or just give it some thought and commit to it yourself. Probably write it down. Because that's when we get the most clarity of crystallizing our thoughts, as Carmel wrote before. So that was the idea there. Alrighty, guys, it is 8:56 where I am. Thank you for being here for this Thursday morning with Tristan, or Thursdays with TW. I don't have a real name for this new series. I am going to be here 8:45 a.m. till 9 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays during September, and possibly, just like last night, we might have an evening live on Wednesday nights. Is a possibility. Let me know if that can work. Carmel, I know it doesn't work for you. The timing is not so good because I'm here on the East Coast, you're on the West Coast. The timing of 8:15 p.m. doesn't always work with your earlier in the evening. But I would be interested to know if you'd like to do that, and we can have a bit of a longer conversation on Wednesday nights. Just a quick couple of comments here. I need to work on family life. Have definitely seen the benefits from helping at home in preparing the house for sale and homeschooling when you can. Got it, Jeffrey. There's an opportunity. You've said it out loud. You've typed it into your device or your computer. I can be your coach or your accountability partner. Hold up the mirror, so to speak, and keep you to account on that, Jeffrey. I'm really proud of you for typing that in. And Carmel writes, end of day and evening routines always trip me up. I start so many times. Carmel, you've typed what many of us come across with our inconsistencies in so many places. I've started so many things, I've stopped, I've not continued. Some things that I've pushed on with are the ones that clearly stick, and they build real clarity and confidence in my life, and the same with your physical exercise. So here's a challenge for you, Carmel. Could September be the month for you where you get your end of workday routine and rituals sorted out, to then be able to separate from work to family life to a little bit of time for reflection for Carmel and to re-energize. So what you also wrote here? Evenings I so need to, but unfortunately timings are out there. Oh, this is the evening show. Yeah, I hear you. I understand, Camel. The replay will always be available, so that might be the best bet for you. Alrighty, it is 8:58. It is time to wrap up this Thursday morning show. Thanks for being here. My name is Tristan White. I believe the world needs more great places to work. The way we can do that is to help leaders become more purposeful, more sustainable, have the skills, confidence, and support to be the best leader they can be, so that ultimately we can create the space for a great place to work. Until tomorrow, take care. I'll be back next Tuesday, 8:45 a.m. Melbourne time. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Catch you next time. Bye.